This scary-looking robot was programmed to look into your eyes while it dances. Here's a terrifying kid's toy from the 1960s and a children's sleepover gone creepy. Fear is an intensely unpleasant emotion in response to perceiving or recognizing a danger or threat. However, if you clicked on this video, you probably enjoy it. Watch this ghost dart by a camera in someone's basement. These amazing but very creepy pieces of digital art I found on TikTok. Here are the scariest things on the internet. I guess you could call it nightmare fuel. A homeless man woke up in his car one night to the sound of howling, which is when he realized he had left his window down. It's unknown whether or not this man made it out alive, but he seems dangerously close to a cargo ship's bow. This bug managed to fuel nightmares after viewers noticed its body looks like a skull. Neighbors noticed paranormal activity in their house across the street.
Tapping on the window out. There.
Yeah.
Top window.
Yeah.
Yes. Bottom window. Bottom window.
A dark silhouette appears out of nowhere and can be seen on the first and second floor. Replay this one again if you don't catch it the first time. A woman was celebrating her special day when this happened.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
This Tesla owner was left speechless after realizing their car was surrounded by people at a cemetery. And this young girl couldn't believe her eyes when she recorded this in her grandmother's kitchen.
Quand là, je vais appeler maman. Olivier? 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 Olivier?
It's strange because this was the only video Denise ever uploaded, and she hasn't been heard from since. Older TV commercials appear creepier now than ever before. The world of advertisement and marketing seemed like a dark and scary place. An old ad saw a creepy-looking clown named Crinkles sell sugar rice cereal. But this 1971 Baby Laugh-A-Lot advert was just about the creepiest thing on TV.
Just push the button and she starts to giggle. Get Baby Laugh-A-Lot by Remco.
And this twisted Japanese McDonald's commercial saw Ronald break into a children's bedroom. Artist Jordan Wolfson's creation Female Figure back in 2014 gave monologues and dance to popular music. Intriguing and somewhat terrifying, the robot was made in a sense to challenge the way women are seen, represented and consumed. Its artificial eyes looking straight into your soul as if it were objectifying or challenging you in a way, treating onlookers like they were the subject. Snapchat's creepy AI blender reminds us that chatbots aren't people, but as the lines blur, the risks grow. AI can be creepy in other ways. Look at the expressions on this robot's face. TikTok user Zev915 created digital art for Easter, but notice how the woman appears to be performing hand gestures. Viewers became confused and worried, wondering if the AI art was in some way conscious, as it appeared to be communicating with sign language. Here's a nightmare generated completely by AI. In the dream, I found myself alone in an abandoned, decrepit mansion. The air was thick with a suffocating darkness, and the only sound was the eerie whisper of the wind. As I explored the desolate hallways, I came upon a cracked mirror that reflected a grotesque, distorted version of my own face. A gut-wrenching scream pierced the silence, and I followed it to a shadowy room. There, I saw a childlike figure standing with its back turned, its long matted hair covering its face. It turned slowly, revealing hollow eyes and a twisted smile. Frozen in fear, I tried to run, but the walls closed in, trapping me. The childlike figure whispered, "You'll never escape," as it approached, with elongated, bony fingers reaching out. I woke in a cold sweat, haunted by the lingering terror of that nightmarish encounter. The future could be terrifying, but scary things are already happening. Jaylin Rich and her bestie once saw something they couldn't explain while hanging out near the double-shot ride at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The girls were there after hours for ages and saw nothing, but all of a sudden, one ride starts operating and on it was a figure that somehow disappears halfway down. People love scary, spooky stories of spirits. While there's no science to support the existence of ghosts, that hasn't stopped people from recording them. A man named Kent Burris believes he has caught many spirits on camera over the years.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh. I viewed this recording closely, and once again I noticed this apparition has a gray face and a head. I don't believe this is a shadow apparition at this point. However, I don't know if this is Shadow Dude either. At this point, I have no idea what kind of spirit I'm dealing with here. It doesn't attack, but it's extremely frightening when you encounter this.
Kent thinks that there might be a few ghosts in his own house. He even caught this unknown man in the same upstairs room.
When I first saw this figure at the window, at first I thought somebody broke into the house and was trying to jump out the window to get away from me. But when I saw the strange head on this figure, this is when I knew this was something supernatural. This was so startling, I turned around and ran out of the room just as fast as I could go.
Haunted houses seem to be the most hair-raising, but frightening things are caught on camera everywhere. In 1999, parachutist Jan Davis fell to her death at Yosemite's El Capitan after the parachute failed to open. She leaped from the top of 3,000-foot El Capitan in a protest organized in response to the death of a man who parachuted off the same peak and drowned in the river below while trying to flee from rangers. In 2008, Brazilian Catholic priest Adelir Antonio de Carli tied himself to thousands of helium balloons in order to raise money. Unfortunately, he died as a result. A man woke up one night to a doorbell cam notification on his phone. Upon opening his phone, he saw this. The following video shows a Lebanese woman, Isra Sablani, having her bridal photos taken. What happens next is shocking. No one was harmed in the video, but this was the Beirut explosion that ultimately claimed the lives of 218 people in 2020. Exploring new places is exciting. However, roads less traveled demand extra care. Take this story from Michael, for example.
And also you can hear cars coming past here from where I was hammock camping, and I never heard anything all night last night or this morning. So, but I've come down here, and as I've stepped out of the woods, literally the entrance to go in there is just there. And there's a man just walking down the road by me, and he saw me and he went, "All right." And I was like, "All right." And he went, "You been camping in the woods?" I said, "Yeah, I just did a little hammock camp." And he said, he went, "You're brave." I said, "Why is that?" And he went, "People have done it before, no one's lasted." I said, "What do you mean?" And he just laughed and he went, "You know what I mean." I walked off. And I'm like, yeah, this is just doubled my thoughts of never coming back to this place again.
Imagine coming back from the bathroom at a sleepover and seeing this in your friend's bedroom. A man who lives in a high-rise in Miami caught what appears to be a set of 3 UFOs.
Look at them. Not them little ones, because my little mirror thing scratched up. I know you see those right there, floating. Oh my, bruh, this every day out here, or every night, but still, look at that.
Are you a dog owner? Imagine seeing your pet act like a person. In 2006, an infrared camera picked up what seems to be a spirit at the top of a staircase.
Okay, everybody, hold still for a second. Hello?
This man caught a freakishly tall man in the distance while timing himself on a new bike. Now imagine you've just entered what you believe to be an abandoned house, only to see this. A woman named Rye shared her scary chronicles of being a real estate photographer. What was supposed to be a regular job turned into something really frightening, as she explains here.
Okay, so I took pictures of this house, and this guy was following me around like the whole time, which isn't unusual, but he was a little bit strange, and there was like 6 people living in this house, and it's a hoarder house. But I also noticed they have like 3 locks on the door, and then down here they have locks. And then going up here, they have a camera, and it's facing this door. Anyway, a roommate comes out of this door, and he asks them if he should lock the door and kidnap me. And I said, immediately, people know where I am. And then he laughed and said, no one would ever hear from you again. Bro, I did not even finish this fucking house. I immediately left. I was like, nope, dipped the fuck out. You can see me right there. Hello. But yeah, pretty sure I maybe almost got kidnapped, but I don't really know.
Footage of Elvis backstage with a fan in 1977 worried viewers after seeing the King's face appear to morph into something unhuman-like. Watch the 2 men on his left as they attempt to hide what's going on. The top map shows mysterious cases of people vanishing without a trace. The bottom map shows America's largest cave systems. Lava that looks like dead bodies. Did you know the snow in the Wizard of Oz was 100% asbestos? A schizophrenic patient's last drawing before ending things. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in 1930. A soldier's face after 4 years of war. and the last moments of a man who jumped into a tiger enclosure. The saying goes, a picture tells 1,000 words, and that video just can't compare. Or can it? Nearly everyone feels uneasy or uncomfortable in the dark, whether it can be real or not, but why? Is it simply because we don't like what we can't see? Exploring a cemetery in Mexico, Ricky Velasquez recorded something that his livestream viewers couldn't believe. Something that didn't make sense. Not another person, but something else.
Oh, creo que algo se está saliendo aquí de control, ¿eh? No te pases, pendejo.
No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. That's a figure of an old, slightly translucent person, slowly sinking back into a wall. Jacob recently inherited his grandmother's house and everything in it, including a Jeffrey, a large clown doll that's used to scare him as a child. Now, Jacob is living in the house alone with it.
I just heard banging.
Two women were hanging out in a cabin in the woods. Story has it that they both had experienced activity in the area previously, but nothing prepared them for what happened next.
Well, this is where everything happened last time. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot. There's nothing in here. I wish you quit doing that. Me too. Let's see what's happening.
The afterlife is something people have always wondered about. This video left a lot of viewers to ponder when James, 4-year-old, brings her a message from a grandmother who passed 6 months prior.
Okay. Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
An old man kept hearing noises at his back door, so he finally set up his own makeshift security camera and light, and this is what he caught. British man Steve Punt attempted to burn the notoriously inflammable and so-called cursed Crying Boy painting. It was said to cause a number of house fires in the 1980s, and, as you can see, it refused to burn. While exploring an old cemetery in Peru, filmmaker Frank Mendez discovered he wasn't alone. In the dark corners of the graveyard, something was watching him. But what was it?
I swear I saw a shadow. I was about to walk the other way too, but... Look. See?
Although terrified, Frank cautiously continued his exploring.
¿Alguien? Up. Right there. Hola?
Visiting a cemetery for a night would be creepy, although working at one would arguably be worse.
And the chapel lights just came on. Hello? Hey, look, if you're just out here f***ing with me, you're fixing to end up in jail, you understand? So where are you? Nope, I'm getting the f*** out of here. I'm done with this shit, man. Nope. Hell to the f***. No. Somebody's out here f***ing with me, or this is some scary f***ing shit. I ain't doing this garbage no more.
Our lives aren't quite as exciting as they used to be. No more having to run from predators, for example, but our brains are still wired for that chase, that adrenaline rush. And hopefully this channel can give you that, or at the least, nightmare fuel.